What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a little more work on the Mahindra today. I know some of you guys have run into this problem before because I used to have a Mahindra and I ran into the same problem with it, and I've seen this around on the forums and stuff as well, and so I know it's a common problem. Some of you are probably searching for this video. If you have a Mahindra that when you crank it up, it runs fine for about 20 minutes, and then it starts smoking white. When you give it throttle, it starts puffing white smoke or bluish white smoke and kind of sputtering. The problem is, up here on the injector pump, you have, get you down here so you can see, you have this solenoid thing here, and this is the KSB. They call it a cold start aid, and this is controlled by this wire right here. I've got it taken loose to demonstrate this, but basically for the first, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, I think there's actually a temperature sending unit and the manifold too, that when temperature comes up, that it sends a signal to it. But anyway, basically that's getting into more than what this video is about. But you'll notice that after about 20 minutes, if it's kind of cool outside and you're just piddling around with a tractor, when this shuts off, your tractor will start puffing white smoke out. And when you give it throttle, it'll like hesitate before it revs up. That is because your injection timing is retarded too much. What this does is when the tractor applies 12 volts to it, it advances the injection timing in the pump somewhere between 6 and 8 degrees or 8 and 10 degrees, somewhere in that range is what I've read. And anyway, so it runs good when you first crank it up, and after it runs for a little bit, the tractor thinks it's warmed up, and which if you're doing bush hogging work or something like that, or if it's warmer outside, if it's 90 degrees outside, it probably will be, and you won't notice as much. But when it's colder outside and you're just piddling around, say you're piddling hay or whatever, just doing light work, you're not really putting a load on the engine, you'll notice that when the tractor shuts this off, that you're going to have the white smoke problem I'm talking about. And I'm going to leave this unhooked, and I'm going to crank the tractor up and show you what I'm talking about. And then these bolts right here, you adjust the injection pump. You got a bolt here on each side, one on the bottom, and then one back here. The one on the back side is hard to get to, so you may need to make a special tool. It's a 12 millimeter. For those of you who watch my videos regularly and seen the snap-on wrench that I broke, the 12 millimeter, that's what happened to it. It got welded to a 3-inch extension like that, the end of it that broke off, so I can reach in behind the injection pump and loosen that bolt up. But anyway, so I'm going to crank the tractor up and show you that with that unplugged right there, it's just like, you know, I'm simulating the tractor being running for like 20 minutes and that thing cutting off is what I'm going to show you. So here we go. All right, you get the idea before we fill the whole shop up with smoke. So what I'm going to do is loosen the injection pump up and turn the injection pump to advance the timing so that it doesn't do that. And then your cold start aid will still work. It'll advance the timing just like it's supposed to, but when it cuts off, you won't have the white smoke. All right, guys, I've got the pump turned. It needs to turn clockwise if you're setting on the tractor. It's just like a 5.9 Cummins. The early model first gen Cummins this is a Bosch VE style pump. That's what those were. It's the same principles apply. You probably need to crack these lines up right here, just loosen them and re-snug them, because when you turn this pump, it twists these lines and puts them in a bind. And so it's probably a good idea to do that, and it'll make it easier for you to turn your pump to. I took this bolt here all the way out because it was binding up, didn't want to let the pump turn. Still was having trouble turning it. I took a punch and put on the pump right there and bumped it. probably not recommended, but that's what I had to do to get it kind of, I guess it was stuck right there to the block or something. But anyway, I don't know if you can see that timing mark right there. See the two little marks right there at the tip of my finger? I don't know if you can see that or not. I think you can. Anyway, those two timing marks right there are supposed to be lined up with one another. As you can see, I've got the one on the pump a little bit higher than the one on the timing cover right there. And that's advancing your injection timing. It's only like, that may be only like a 1/16 of an inch, but that's all it takes. I think that's all the slots will allow you to go. These slots right here, you can see where I've moved it right here. But that's what you need to do, is turn this pump this way. I've still got the wire off. And in fact, if you rotate the pump backwards with the wire off, the tractor won't even crank. And it's not cold in here, it's like 65 degrees. But it will be so far retarded that the tractor will not crank if you turn the pump backwards. And so anyway, it should crank up. It may smoke just a little bit because the tractor is cold. Has not been running whatsoever, other than a while ago when I cranked it up to show you. So we're going to crank it up, see how much smoke we get. Alright guys, that's all there is to it. I'm sure I'll get some hate in the comments on ripping up a cold tractor like that, but sometimes sacrifices have to be made in order to do a video. So we're going to hook the cold start advance back up now, and it will advance the timing like it's supposed to when it's cold. And then whenever it cuts off, we've got the pump advanced enough that it's not going to spit and sputter and cough whenever this shuts off. And if you listen, you can actually hear the change in the motor when this thing cuts off. When it's on, the injection pump, it's internally advanced, and the motor has more of a clatter to it. It's a more clattery sound to it. If you'll listen to it, I'll start it back up here so you guys can hear. See if you can pick out the difference. Alright guys, I'm sure you can pick out the difference in the sound there with a cold start advance hooked up. It's a lot more clattery, and I'm sure somebody is going to ask in the comments, well, can you just apply 12 volts to this solenoid all times? And they tell me, from what I've read, that they claim it's hard on the pump, but there has been people that has done it with no issues. And actually, that's what I did on my last tractor, because the solenoid was messed up right here, so I didn't have any cold start advance. So I was having trouble with the tractor cranking in cold weather, like when it was 15 degrees or something. I don't know if I could have advanced the timing anymore on the injector pump. I really didn't know quite as much about it then as I do now. So what I did was, the solenoid, like I say, was burnt up, and I was trying to find one, and I don't know if Mahindra told me the right part or what, but they told me the solenoid was like $450. That does not seem realistic to me, but that's what they told me. But it has a plunger in here, and what I did was pulled it out. Right here it just unscrews, and I wrapped some wire, I believe, something around it, some kind of way I wedged the plunger down, like extended the plunger so that it advanced the pump. I don't remember exactly, but I did something like that, and figured out how to, or maybe I pulled the plunger out of the solenoid and put something behind it. Whatever the case, I figured out how to make the plunger stay extended and advance the pump time in that way, and so it just sounded clattery all the time. And so anyway, I ran it for a good while that way, and then I sold it, and I don't know whatever happened to it. So that's the last I know of it. So yeah, I assume you could do that if that's just what you wanted to do, but all you got to do is loosen up 4 bolts. One there, one there, one there, one on the back side that's down in here that you can't get to. Very good. Like I say, you may have to make you something like I did here. Weld your 12mm wrench on. You can stick that in behind the pump there and put your ratchet on it and get to it. Or whatever you got to do to get to it. Rotate that pump clockwise if you're setting on the tractor. Just like you do a Cummins, and that should fix your issue. So anyway, hope this helps you guys out. If you're having this problem with the white smoke and the sputtering, that's the issue more than likely. They had a lot of issues with that. And the pump is, they said I'm so retarded like that for emissions reasons. I think it cuts down on NOx gases and whatnot. So the EPA has a lot to do with that. And that's the reason it's kind of set on bare minimum from the factory. And I think if you actually use the tractor like they intend for you to, you know, crank it up, let it warm up 5 minutes. The cold start advance is still working. You know, engage your PTO, hook to a bush hog or something, and go out there and work the tractor. When that thing cuts off, there will be enough heat in the engine that it will burn the fuel like it's supposed to, and you'll never know it. Where you run into the issue, as I say, on a cold morning, it's 50, 60 degrees, and you're just putting the tractor around after 20 minutes. It really hasn't warmed up enough to burn the fuel with the timing that retarded. And so that's where you'll see the white smoke when you give it gas, and you'll see it puff and sputter. So anyway, again, hope this helps somebody out. Hit like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys in the next video.